Okay, so good morning, students. Actually, it's good afternoon pala. Good afternoon ko na siya na-record. So, since there were a lot of suspense on the happened before, so I didn't have a choice but to record this lesson for us to at least speed up our lessons. So, it's basically a lesson that very important to us since we are now in more of biology, more of branches of science, but specifically more of biology. We're going to talk about that. Okay, so what is life? Uh, saan ba ito nagmula? And many more. Okay, but first, let's have a review. Study of earthquakes, study of diseases, the study of structure and function of one organism, study of mind and behavior, study of relationships, or relationship between organisms and their habitat. What do you think are the answers on this? Ano yung mga branches ng science na to? Okay, so we have this cosmology here for the first one. So ito, this pathology. Means mga pathogens na yan. No? Pag sabi natin pathogens is, we're talking about diseases. Okay? Pag physiology, more of structure and function. Psychology is more of behavior. Natatawa nga ako before when we were in college. Pag sinabi namin na, pag nalaman namin na isang tao is more of, uh, I mean, she or he is psychology. Nababahala kami. We don't actually talk to him kasi baka pinag-aaralan mo. Pero, it's, right? It reflects the idea that they study our behavior and the mind. But, it's, kung sinabi mo na ang psychology, they are not studying, they more of um, reflecting also on your behavior. Uh, and, yeah, share lang yun. Number five is the study of relationships between organisms and their habitat or even the environment. That is the psychology. So let's move on from that, students. Today we're going to talk about biology. Ano ba yung mga applications? Ano ba yung branches ng biology? We're going to describe also the classic experiments that modeled, uh, where the first life came from. Okay, so realize the importance of biology and its practical applications to one's daily life. Okay, so first question, students, what makes a human alive? So for us to know, for us to understand if something is first something tuloy. For someone that is alive, students, they have these characteristics, no, that we should consider, we should know before we say that they are alive. Okay? So where did life came from? Saan nga ba nagsimula yung buhay? Pero ang totoo, sila sagot ko na agad yan. We still don't know, no? Sino ba, ano bang klase bang organisms yung before? But we have this tinatawag na lupa. Maybe it's a type of an organism before. We don't have the fossils for Luca. Luca, Luca. Uh, but pinaniwalaan, no, they believe that it started from white smokers vent. Yung mga tubig na may init pa before, pero hindi naman ganon kainit. Medyo, ano ba to? How can you say this one? Balance lang na init ng tubig na where life can be existed. No? Possible na doon daw nangyari. Okay. And so on. Okay, pero again, wala tayong fossilized na organisms for Luca, but we study the DNA, no? The DNA of different organization students. Like for example, mga archaea, mga bacteria, us, of course, mammals, animals, no? If we came across to our mind and how did we came from this, no, complex one to another one, to study our DNA. And maybe from that idea, studying the different DNA, maybe there's a compatibility or one characteristics that we have that is compatible to what we say lupa. Okay, yung luka, possible, yun na yung pinakaunang, possible ha, possibility. Siya yung unang organisms, okay, na meron tayo. Okay? So, parang ganun. Okay, so, again, why biology is the most important? Ay, balik mo na pala tayo. What makes a human alive? So, marami, no? What makes a human alive? If he's moving, alive. If he's talking, he's alive. If if he is responding to us, he is alive. He's breathing, he's alive. And so on and so on. Those are the characteristics of the human. So maybe later on we're going to talk about that more, but let's have this one. Okay, so understanding life, why biology is the most important branch of science. Of course, from the word biology, bio means life. Um, of course, we understand. We use this to investigate the structure, the function, the growth, the evolution, and distribution of living organisms. Lahat ng characteristics natin as human, uh, we should have, we should give credit to the biology because it is the subject or a course that allows to study us. Okay? So another thing is medical advancement. Of course, like sinabi natin biology in order for us to understand the foundation of diseases, how we're going to develop vaccines, creating pharmaceuticals, and even the technologies that we have today in med, uh, let's have credit on biology. Okay? Next. Environmental conservation. So biology plays a crucial role in understanding the ecosystem. How are we going to conserve them? Okay, so we should understand uh, who are or what kind of animals uh, that are trees that is living on the specific area in order for us to understand, of course, on how we are going to protect the diversity of the organisms. So when we talk about diversity, students, it's not only not only the animals but also the plants because kaya nga diverse maraming type ng living things. It's either plants or animals. Okay? So biotechnology students, uh, and biotechnology and genetics, it allows us to advance in biotechnology, genetic engineering, and genomics. So it means that we have now the capacity to edit our own DNA, no? For a practical uses. It could be medicine, could be in our industry, pwede rin siya sa mga crops natin, sa agriculture. Kung bakit natin kailangan i-edit yung DNA natin, students? So, sometimes, so let's have a specific example. When you have crops that is uh, always na napepeste, no? We should create a crops that is resistant to that pest. Okay, so diyan papasok yung biotechnology. We cut the specific DNA and then pinapalitan natin ng iba. Okay, ang tawag doon is CRISPR. Okay, so para siyang kinakat tapos pinipaste natin and then the the we have now the characteristics that can be resistant to a specific type of pest. In that way, we can yield more crops. So, it's like that, no? Pwede rin siyang gene therapies, no? Kung gusto natin ayusin yung mga chromosomes natin, yung mga DNA natin, So we can do that through the use of biotechnology that is connected to biology. So of course, evolutionary insight, no, actually the biology provides a very not actually specific kasi uh well, pwede specific, but today habang lumalayo kasi tayo students sa hinahanap natin kung where the evolution started, uh, we need to be more advanced. Okay? Well, pwede rin naman. Biology provides a very specific blueprint for an organism in order for us to trace back our ancestors. Pwede rin yung mga, pwede dyan papasok yung mga, pwede sa dating, no? Yung mga dating natin. Ano pa? Not dating na iba. Yung, uh, ano nga, specific word for that. Carbon dating, we can use that to understand the evolutionary insight. Okay, so how are we going to study them, sir, if we don't have the alive, uh, or example, um, how do you say this one? Example na buhay na ninuno natin. You can study their structure, still part of biology. Okay. Next is ecological balance. It's the same with the other one. No? If you know to how to conserve them, you can balance our environment. No, right? It's not more of the output, no? Kunwari, pagpuputol ng puno, it's more of input also dapat nagtatanim din tayo ng mga puno. It's like that. Okay? Kasi, of course, the environment will suffer. We're not going to do more. Okay? So next is, yan, same lang din sa mga sinasabi natin, meron tayong behavioral sciences, no? Understanding the essential for psychology, sociology, and anthropology, helping us to comprehend biological basis of emotions, no? Kasi may mga hormonal din tayo that will also affect the emotions, cognition, and social interaction. So food production and agriculture, at ito rin yung sinasabi ko kanina, something to do with the biotechnology natin, no? Pag may mga pest related, we can do that. Uh, ano pa, and public health. So these are the things that will be actually related, no, to the branch of science because biology uh, is a key to a different branches of science in order to understand life. Okay, so yeah. So what are the importance of biology? How it affects our daily life? It improves understanding on the function of organisms, improve the understanding on causes of diseases, in finding the treatment for diseases, improve understanding on ecology, better management on environment problems, improve quality and production of food, and of course, many. Okay, so tandaan natin students, biology is the study of life. It is the body of knowledge that focuses on the organ or the living things. So, paano how are you going to identify it as an organic student? Okay, pag organic, syempre, meron siyang carbon at meron siyang hydrogen. Okay? Wala, medyo lumayo na sir. Pero, again, pag mammal, of course, pag us, pag living organisms, we are organic. Okay? Pero, of course, may mga inorganic din naman sa katawan. Okay, it is natural science that deals with the study of living organisms or living things, including their shapes, structure, composition, traits, function, and classification. So, tandaan niyo yung students ha. Kasi itong mga to is always connected to, pag sinabi natin, biology. Okay? Yung mga yan. Next. Oh, meron nga pala dito students, pag sinabi natin biotic students, these are mga with life no, or may mga buhay, mga living organisms. Ito naman ay abiotic means non-living organism. Katulad mga bato, ito mga computer, um, mga motor, no? Even fossil students, ano pa, hangin, or abiotic. They don't have life. Okay, so these are the careers, no? Most common jobs for biology, physician, surgeon, college professor, of course, pharmacist, psychiatrist, pwede rin high school teacher, yan, no? Veterinarian, biotech, science journalist, okay. So, and many, many. Ay, basahin na lang yung iba dito. Okay. So, three major divisions in biological science or in biology students. We are talking about microbiology, understanding bacteria, papasok yun sa microbiology, yung mga maliliit students na organisms. Okay? So, mga microorganisms, microbiology, balik sila. Botany talks about plants, zoology talks about animals. Okay, so, ayan. Oh, meron tayong ditong kingdoms pala. May kingdoms tayo pag sinabi natin. Still under biology, no? Pero usually ginagamit siya sa micro, sa botany, to zoology, in order for us to classify, no? Classifications to students of what type of organisms we have today. So we have the six kingdoms here. We have the archaea, we have the eubacteria, we have the protista, we have the animalia, we have the plantae, we have the fungi. So So archaea, bacteria, mga prokaryote sila, they don't have true nucleus. Pero yung mga protista, animalia, plantae, fungi, they are eukaryotes all. So it means that they have true nucleus. Eukaryotes. Ibig sabihin, mga multi-organisms sila. Okay? One, unicellular naman pag prokaryote. O one lang. Okay. Introducing to life sciences involving life concepts. Saan ba tayo? Dito na pala tayo. Pero sige, ibang video dapat to. Ganda muna natin sa part na to.